Being an employee at a startup is hard work. The long nights and multiple hats are fun, but exhausting. And because the salary just won't cut it, employees are also offered equity in their company. However, while the salary is real money that can be used today, the equity is something an employee can't touch or use until there's some liquidity event. We know this because we've been there. That's why we created Optionality. Optionality is a startup platform that allows employees and founders to get their equity working for them in the public market today. So how does this all work? Well, it's really simple. An employee simply logs on to the Optionality platform, and if their company is already partnered with Optionality, all of their information pertaining to their equity stake is already there. Whether it's plugging into Carta, LTSC, Shoebox, or others, the Optionality platform can see how much equity an individual employee has allocated to them, how much of it is vested, and what the vesting schedule is. In this case, let's use Aaron as our example. Aaron has $500K in equity at StoryCo, and that's reflected in his Optionality dashboard. The dashboard presents an offer of up to $500K of purchasing power. This purchasing power is $500K of Optionality's own money that he uses to buy the S&P 500 on behalf of Aaron. But don't worry, there's no active fund management here. Optionality purchases the S&P 500 ETF from our partners over at Fidelity and holds this on Aaron's behalf. In this case, Aaron's decided that he wants to take the full $500K, but he could have just as easily chosen any other number up to $500K. In order for Optionality to hold these stocks on Aaron's behalf, a monthly fee will be charged that is a small percentage of his $500K holding, and if he had chosen a smaller amount, the fee would scale down as well. This monthly fee is always a function of the holding. This is where stuff gets interesting. After 5 years, StoryCo 1.5x's and Aaron walks away with $750K. Not too shabby, Aaron. He is now able to come back and purchase his original Optionality stake. In the last 5 years, while Aaron was working hard at his company, his Optionality stake was working just as hard for him. Over the 5 years, the stock market performed at its average return profile and is now worth $760K. All of that belongs to Aaron. Aaron simply has to give Optionality the original $500K that we put down on his behalf, and the new $760K is Aaron's. But what happens if Aaron doesn't exit? Fingers crossed that it doesn't happen, but not all startups have a storybook ending. This is where our investors come in. Optionality gets the capital it puts up from investors, and that is who we're returning the monthly fees to. So let's look at this example again. If Aaron exits, all the market gains go to Aaron, and the investor gets their principal plus the fees. If Aaron doesn't exit or simply decides that he no longer wants the Optionality stake anymore, the gains in the market plus any collected fees go to the investor. The only thing that it would cost Aaron was the monthly fees. It's really that easy. But that's just the start of what Optionality can do for you. As a customer, you will have access to so many more options. Whether it's wealth management services, credit cards, or personal loans, Optionality has the options for you. So, are you ready to give yourself more options with Optionality?